Good evening. My name is Caitlin Abdallah,
And I'm Sarah Masters.
and we are honored to be the Masters of Ceremonies for Cherokee High School's annual Renaissance People's Choice Awards. The QR code for tonight's program is displayed on the screen. Please scan it to access the program.
Before we begin tonight's festivities, let's give a round of applause to Mr. Stoneman and the wonderful Cherokee Chamber Strings.
I would like to introduce Hannah Gilmore, a Cherokee junior and member of the Cherokee Concert Choir. She will be performing the national anthem along with a presentation of the flags by our Naval Junior JROTC program, which is under the command of Chief Harvey and Commander Krupa. Would everyone please rise?
Forward. Ready. Cut. Forward. March. Mark time. March. Turn. March. Honor guard. Green set. Colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Really good job.
Forward. March.
You may be seated. Thank you to Hannah and the JROTC program. Thank you to the honored guests who have joined us tonight. Our district board members, Mr. Fitzgerald, Cherokee Principal, Ms. Charlesworth, Cherokee High School administrators, Cherokee staff, Cherokee People's Choice Award recipients, your parents, family, and friends. Thank you to our Renaissance advisors, Ms. Buchanan, Ms. Hazlitt, and Ms. Lynch as well. Thank you for being a part of this special evening where we pause to celebrate some of Cherokee's finest students.
Please join me in welcoming Ms. Charlesworth, our principal.
Thank you, and good evening. Welcome to Cherokee High School. On behalf of the administration and staff, we are delighted to have you with us here this evening to participate in the 25th Annual Renaissance People's Choice Awards. To our staff here tonight, thank you for working tirelessly in the shadows so our students can shine in the light. Your nominations tonight are just one of many examples that teaching is so much more than the delivery of instruction or the assessment of work. The relationships and bonds that you build with your students are priceless. and we are so grateful for it. Tonight, we honor 72 students out of a student body of over 2,100 for standing out. Our students in attendance this evening are not here solely for their academic or extracurricular prowess. Tonight, they are honored for their optimistic attitude, believing in themselves, succeeding, or for making a positive change. Congratulations are also in order for our families who sit in the audience tonight with great anticipation, love in their hearts, and beaming with pride. On behalf of the Cherokee administration and faculty, I welcome you. It is truly a pleasure to share this special event with our extended Cherokee family. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Charlesworth. We are now pleased to present this year's People's Choice Award recipients.
Our first senior presenter will be Mrs. McGinley.
Hello. I met Brianna Haviland this fall as she entered my classroom as a junior. She has been a delight to have in class as she is always smiling and being kind to her peers. She laughs and adds so much joy to the academic setting, and I've been very thankful for this year with Brianna. I hope she continues to be a light as she finishes her time here at Cherokee and enters the world ahead of her. Brianna Haviland.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Agnew.
Jasmine Duquesne, better known by our football staff as Jazzy Jazz, joined the Cherokee family for the beginning of her junior year as a transfer from Eastern. Jazz has been a member of the football team for the past 2 seasons, never missing a game or practice, and rarely missing an off-season or summer workout. Jazz will go down in Cherokee football history as the first female ever to complete an entire season and career, as well as play in a varsity football game versus Seneca this past season. Congratulations, Jazz.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Bell.
As an educator, we come into our profession thinking that we are going to change the world one child at a time, yet the truth is, we as educators often encounter students who change us for the better. Paige Yoakum has inspired me and everyone around her during her time at Cherokee. Paige has a soft yet radiant demeanor that lights up a room, and her compassion towards others cannot be measured. Paige is the student, athlete, and daughter everyone hopes to have one day.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Belleville.
Compassion, commitment, and mentor. These are the words that immediately come to my mind when I think of my People's Choice recipient. She is a leader for the No Place for Hate Club, where she presents to students about having compassion for others and embracing differences. She has been a committed member of the ROTC track and field programs. She has represented Cherokee well at all things that she has done for our school community, including presenting to the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools twice. I want to thank the senior for always being an example of what it means to be a chief. Please help me acknowledge my People's Choice recipient, Angel Balaton.
Our next presenter will be Dr. Bretz.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award is Antonio Campbell. I first met Antonio at the start of the school year when he was chosen to serve on our dress code committee. I was immediately struck by his maturity and the insights offered in our meeting. Throughout this year, I have watched Antonio handle difficult situations with grace and the ability to reflect on his behavior and actions. I know he has a very bright future ahead, and I can't wait to see all the success that comes his way because of his hard work and dedication. My People's Choice, Antonio Campbell.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Caputo.
My 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Kayla Stewart. Kayla Stewart stands out as a student who has shown tremendous growth over the 4 years of high school. Kayla has built her confidence and is determined to do her best, even through the toughest times. Her dedication and hard work paid off as she auditioned and made our school play her senior year. I know Kayla will shine on stage and will continue to shine in life beyond high school. Congrats, Kayla.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Carr.
Good evening. I proudly present my 2022 People's Choice Award to Ms. Lillian Williams. Lillian carries herself in such a positive manner, which has a positive influence on her friends and classmates. She is a role model and a student that others gravitate toward because of her generous, caring, and respectful nature. I'm happy to nominate Lillian for this well-deserved honor as a 2022 People's Choice recipient.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Carullo.
My People's Choice goes to Bailey Gatulius. When I think of Bailey, an instant smile comes to my face. She is lovely, sweet, kind-hearted, and extremely talented in the arts. I loved seeing her shine on stage. I love seeing her beautiful artwork and the designs that she comes up with in my class. Bailey is always thanking me at the end of class and writing me happy notes on her assignments. I really appreciate having someone as special as Bailey in my class and truly see great things in her future. Thank you.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Castor.
My People's Choice nominee for 2022 is Haley Weiner. Haley is an amazing student and young adult. She is caring and thoughtful, not only of her schoolwork, but of her community. She has dealt with incredible obstacles, but always with poise, grace, and a smile. Her dedication, drive, persistence, and heart have made my classroom a better place and will make this world a better place. Haley, I look forward to visiting your coffee shop one day.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Charlesworth.
My People's Choice Award goes to CJ Apostar. I've enjoyed seeing you in the halls and classroom, but truly loved watching you shine on the basketball court. Hard work, total dedication, one who gives their all for the success of others, known as their team, a true chief. Congratulations, CJ.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Domidio.
My People's Choice nominee for 2022 is Nick Ori. Nick has dedicated his time to numerous organizations which focus on helping adolescents with special needs. He is caring, bright, and well-rounded. It has been a pleasure working with Nick his senior year, especially through the college application process. The University of Connecticut is lucky to have him.
Our next presenter will be Miss Epifano.
My People's Choice is Cassie Milloway. Cassie exemplifies what it means to be a leader throughout the school and community. Her ability to make others feel included is one of the many characteristics that make her so special. Cassie is thoughtful, funny, and always puts a smile on those around her. Cherokee will miss you, but we wish you the best of luck at college.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Forney.
My 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Serena and Hannah Carlton. The strength and resilience that you have demonstrated during the most challenging of times are a true testament of your character and love from your family. Your talents and academic success elevate you in your own individual ways. Always stay true to who you are and know that the best is yet to come. I'm honored to be a part of your journey. That's Serena and Hannah Carlton.
Our next presenter will be Miss Forcellini.
My 2022 People's Choice is for Tommy Housel. I've had the pleasure of teaching Tommy Housel's freshman and sophomore years for English class. Through the 2 years, I witnessed Tommy's maturity and drive grow exponentially. His ability to be kind, engaged, and hardworking was something that became contagious in the classroom and had a lasting impression on myself and my team teacher. Tommy is someone that you are always rooting for, and I foresee nothing but success in his future.
You're welcome.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Fortunato.
My People's Choice Award recipient is Mercy McKenzie. To recognize and to thank you for all that you do, to show sincere appreciation for just you being you, for your myriad traits that simply can't be ignored, you are my nomination for this prestigious award. In each class you're attentive, engaged, and prepared, enhancing our class discussions with the thoughts that you've shared. Your optimism's infectious, you're good-natured, sincere. Others befriend and respect you. That is perfectly clear. When it comes to work ethic, determination, and drive, you keep your nose to the grindstone and continue to thrive. You have overcome obstacles, faced adversity too. Moving here from Nigeria wasn't easy, it's true. But you made it happen. You've worked hard and kept steady, which is why I have no doubts that for your future, you're ready. Now, in just 7 short weeks, high school will come to a close. It's the end of this chapter, but your life's story still goes, for you're on your way up, as the great Seuss once said, to continued successes on new paths up ahead. Keep persisting, keep striving, keep your passions in sight. Find a nice pair of sunglasses, 'cause your future is bright. Face the world with a smile, as you're always known to. Show everyone just what Mercy McKenzie can do. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Glatz.
The student I'm honoring tonight is Ava Flamos. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Ava throughout all of her 4 years at Cherokee, teaching her math for the past 3 years and coaching cheerleading for all 4. I've not only watched Ava become a better cheerleader, but also watched as she matured both in and out of the classroom. As a captain this year, Ava was caring, always making sure those around her were taken care of before thinking of herself. For these reasons, my People's Choice nominee is Ava Flamos.
Thank you so much.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Harvey.
Good evening. Genuine, friendly, and respectful. This upbeat young lady is a bundle of joy who readily shares these positive vibrations with her fellow students and teachers alike. It has been a true pleasure watching her grow into a young lady that she is today. She is my Command Master at Arms in the JRTC program, responsible for ensuring her fellow cadets look and act like they are expected to. Already serving our country as a current member of the Army National Guard, I have absolutely no doubt she will continue to shine through her future. I am extremely proud to present Adrian Spencer as my 2022 Renaissance People's Choice Award recipient.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Henry.
My People's Choice Award goes to Amanda Connolly. By senior year, it can be difficult to find students who will retain genuine curiosity, the desire to learn and wonder at new ideas. Amanda is that student, and I always looked forward to class because I knew she would soak up our lessons with a smile. She is pleasant, polite, and eager to discuss whatever she is learning, and I can't emphasize enough how special that is. I have every faith that Amanda has a bright future ahead of her, thanks to her positive attitude and kindness.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Inamorado.
My People's Choice Award this year goes to Annalyn Long. It has been a pleasure teaching Annalyn both her sophomore and senior years. She is the student who stays after class to ask for a book recommendation, ask questions, comment on a class discussion, or just talk. Annalyn, you have no idea how you helped me get through those difficult days in the spring of 2020. No, I'm gonna cry. Our conversations after our Google Meets ended gave me a sense of normalcy when nothing was normal at all. You have grown into this mature, confident, independent young woman who has a good head on her shoulders and a passion for life. I know you will continue to handle everything that comes your way with grace and appreciation. May your cup overflow with peace, love, and pure awesomeness today and always.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Clay.
My People's Choice Award winner is Mike Parks. Mike is by far the most outgoing student I have ever taught. He has a knack for making everyone's day a little bit better, whether it's by cracking jokes or simply having a simple conversation. In addition to being outgoing, he's very passionate. In phys ed, he's very passionate on the volleyball courts. In the stands at hockey and basketball games, he might be even more passionate. And even sometimes in the classroom, he's passionate there too. He consistently impresses me with how much he cares. Mike Parks.
Our next presenter will be Commander Krupa.
Good evening. I'm extremely proud to present the People's Choice Award to Brandon Kurzija. Brandon has exemplified the highest degree of both professionalism and dedication as a Cherokee NJROTC cadet. As our company commander throughout the year, he displayed exceptional teamwork, initiative, compassion, and leadership to both Chief Harvey and I on staff and all of our cadets. In addition to his impeccable academic and practical performance, he dedicated hundreds of personal after-school hours throughout the school year to both lead and support the success of all of our cadets and the program. Through his direct actions, the cadets here at Cherokee have excelled in performance and character, and because of his dedications, they will continue to be successful in the years to come. Brandon Kersija.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Lee.
Good evening. This young man has shown such a tremendous growth and maturity over the last 4 years. He's a student in a time when most students know only their social media feed or their addiction to their cell phone that can engage in conversation and truly stay in the moment. Mr. Pratt, your future is bright. Stay that same fun-loving, hard-working, and compassionate young man you are. Ladies and gentlemen, my 2022 People's Choice Award winner, Mr. Duran Pratt.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Lin.
My People's Choice recipient this year is Anna Kolodi. It has been quite an opportunity to teach Anna this year in 2 classes. She brings an incredible combination of hard work, scholarship, curiosity, and humor that I don't always get to see. She's helped make our classes fun and relaxed while actually learning some things too. It has been an honor, and I hope she continues this in her future.
Our next presenter will be Miss Milligan.
My People's Choice Award goes to Elizabeth Forney. I tricked you. I have been lucky enough to know Elizabeth for over 10 years, the last 4 as her school counselor. Watching Elizabeth grow from a young child to a mature and confident young woman has been amazing. She is one of the more hardworking, talented, and kindest people I have encountered in my 20 years as an educator. Her love of learning, passion for sailing, and overall interest in bettering herself and her community are just a few of the reasons I am confident Elizabeth will be successful in college and throughout life.
Please welcome Mrs. Buchanan to the stage to present an award on behalf of Miss Malloy.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to, I guess, use baseball talk. Pitch hit, I think that's how that works, because I'm the librarian, I'm not really sure. To pitch hit for Mrs. Malloy, our school nurse, who's caring for someone ill this evening, as school nurses do. So on behalf of Mrs. Malloy, I am pleased that her 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Benjamin Zink. Due to our crazy COVID years, I just got to know Ben this year. I am so impressed with his kindness to other students and his wisdom beyond his years. He has the innate ability to connect with his classmates and to empathize with them. Ben, your kindness towards others helps make the world a much better place to live in. I will miss your wise input, but I wish you the best of luck at college. Thank you.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Montgomery.
My People's Choice Award this year goes to Mr. Matthew Ambrose. Matt is the definition of an outstanding, well-rounded student. Not only is Matt at the top of his graduating class, but he's also involved in a numerous amount of activities here at Cherokee, and he's always stood out as a leader amongst his peers. Matt is always willing to volunteer, whether if it's speaking in front of classrooms or volunteering to be the cat in the hat at Read Across America. I first met Matt as a sophomore during our No Place for Hate training, and I am proud of the young man he has become. Matt Ambrose.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Moore.
Hello. My People's Choice Award is going to go to Angelina Real. This is the first time I'm nominating a student for People's Choice whom I've never actually had as a student myself. I met Angelina because she was looking for a tutor in Algebra 2, and over this school year, I've really grown to enjoy our time spent together. Angelina is funny, kind, hardworking, and mature. I wish her all the best in the future as she attends Rutgers in the fall, but my Tuesday and Thursday afternoons will not be the same without her.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Niederberger.
Hello. Chelsea Evans is a prime example of what it means to be a lady chief. Chelsea has excelled in both soccer and lacrosse, and last year was a vital part of a state championship lacrosse team before injury prevented her from finishing out the season. Her outstanding work ethic to get herself back on the playing field this year has been a great example to her teammates of her determination and strong work ethic. Additionally, she is a role model in the community, serving as a volunteer with MRC lacrosse teams over the past several years. Chelsea Evans.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Oriole.
My 2022 People's Choice Award recipient is my man Vivek Patel. Vivek is a prime example of the popular saying, "It's not how you start that's important, but how well you finish." After a slow start to high school, Vivek grew not only as a student, but as a young man. The only thing that has impressed me more than Vivek's academic progression over the past 4 years is the quality of his character. He routinely displays respect, focus, and congeniality, and I join his family in being proud of all that he has accomplished here at Cherokee. Vivek Patel.
Please welcome Miss Bell back to the stage to present an award on Miss Almsbury's behalf.
It is my pleasure to honor Anna Donaldson on behalf of Mrs. Ormsby. It is said that we don't grow when things are easy, we grow when we face challenges. Over the past 4 years, I have been Anna's teacher, advisor, and coach, and have loved watching her grow. However, I know that the road hasn't always been rainbows and butterflies. I could not be prouder of Anna for overcoming the challenges that have come her way and always following her heart. For these reasons and more, I am proud to give Anna my People's Choice Award.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Politis.
Can I just say also, how lucky are we to be able to teach a group comprised of students that are up here. Maria Frovig came to Cherokee as an exchange student from Norway last fall. And those of you who've been lucky enough to know her understand why she's my People's Choice. She brings her upbeat attitude and joyous smile to every conversation, and she truly enjoys being here. Maria, Vishes Darli I Ashlo Texkalua, maybe like August 9th through 12th.
Our next presenter will be Miss Senft.
Brandon is an absolute pleasure to have in class, walking in every day with a smile. He asks insightful questions that motivate his fellow students to think more critically. He is always up for a challenge and willing to help in any way he can. He demonstrates outstanding school spirit and what it really means to be a Cherokee chief: accountability, integrity, and respect. It gives me great pleasure to nominate Brandon for this year's People's Choice.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Snyder.
My People's Choice Award goes to Lexi Gopshis. I've known Lexi since she was a sophomore and have witnessed her grow into a mature and resilient young woman. I nominated Lexi because she is not only a hard worker and highly motivated, but she is deeply caring. She has proven that she can overcome adversity, and I know that she will continue to make a difference in the lives of others as she heads into the world.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Trejo Mendiola.
Amy Choa once said, "Do you know what a foreign accent is? It is a sign of bravery." Many times we are afraid to make mistakes, and therefore we stay in our comfort zones. We forget that with this comfort zone, there is no room for growth. I like to encourage students to take advantage of every opportunity that they are presented with to communicate in the target language. Ryan Alexander comes to class motivated to learn the language, to learn about culture, never afraid to make mistakes, but rather to learn from his mistakes. Ryan is respectful and hardworking. Ryan, wherever you go, always remember, sí se puede.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Vopelius.
Sorry, people don't get that right very often, so thank you so much. I am extremely honored for this opportunity to recognize Emily Sheehan. Throughout Emily's Cherokee career, she has immersed herself in academics, philanthropic activities, and sports. She puts her entire heart and soul into helping those around her. Emily is one of the most compassionate people I have ever met. She is truly someone who will change the world, and I can't wait to watch. Welcome to the Fin Club, Emily.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Witzig.
Good evening. It's not Mr. Wagner, surprise. Sometimes a student walks into your classroom and straight into your heart. Maddie Goggin is one of those students. In the 4 years I've known Maddie, she's demonstrated unparalleled strength, determination, and courage in the face of significant adversity. It's one of the highlights of my 25-year career to have gotten to know her, and one of the highlights of my life to have her in it.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Zachariah.
My People's Choice recipient is Christopher San Hermano. I have had the pleasure of working with Chris since 9th grade. Every time we meet, Chris is always respectful and kind. He is self-motivated, has an awesome work ethic, and all of the qualities for a successful future. Congratulations to Chris and his family on this award.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Mancinelli.
Good evening. My 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Blake Weinstein.
Blake's smile is contagious. His upbeat personality brightens so many people's day, including my own. He has a way of seeing the glass half full, as he is an eternal optimist. Blake has worked so hard to overcome adversity and has never given up on his goals, both in the classroom and on the baseball field. I have enjoyed watching him grow over the past 4 years in Cherokee and probably the past 12 years since he was a little one. Congrats, Blake.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Chachko.
My People's Choice nomination is Joey Burke. Joey's sense of humor and respectful attitude is what first made him stand out to me. However, as the year continued, my respect for Joey grew. Joey has demonstrated that sometimes you just need to push through. Sometimes you just have to persevere, even when you don't want to. It doesn't look perfect, but watching him not back down has been inspiring and brings me such joy to see him every time he walks into my classroom.
Thank you to all of our senior presenters.
At this time, we will continue our ceremony with the presentation of the junior, sophomore, and freshman awards.
Our first junior presenter will be Ms. Acciani.
My People's Choice recipient is Eli McDonough. I had the pleasure of teaching Eli in English his freshman year. He always came to class with a positive attitude and a smile on his face. I continue to see Eli in the halls of Cherokee, and he never misses an opportunity to say hello and ask me how my day is going. He truly brightens my day by just being himself, and I'm so happy that I still get to see Eli, even though I no longer have him in the classroom. Congratulations.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Butler.
My People's Choice Award goes to Olivia Carlton. Olivia demonstrates strength, motivation, and resilience. Through her hard work and determination, Olivia has been one of the strongest students in our geometry class. Her positive outlook has been a vital part of her success. Olivia's maturity and independence are an inspiration to others and will be an integral part as she pursues future educational and career goals.
Our next presenter will be Ms. Katana.
My People's Choice recipient is Randy Angelino. Each student in my class 3 brings something special to the room, but even outside of the classroom, I hear people talking about their positive interactions with the girl with the unicorn-colored hair. Other teachers who have had her in class, people who are monitoring the halls, and even our colleagues at work can attest that Randy brings a certain sparkle to our everyday lives. She has a way of being a leader and bringing people together without even trying. I think it's because she takes the time to see the people around her and listen to them. She models patience, compassion, and I forget what I wrote there, every day. You're a star, keep shining.
Our next presenter will be Miss Emerson.
For my People's Choice Award, I nominated Lindsay Napoli. I have been honored to coach Lindsay for the past couple years in lacrosse. She isn't only a hard worker, but she is also one of the best teammates I've seen in a while. Lindsay encourages and pushes others to be the best they can be. She is the most selfless person and will do anything to help someone else succeed. Congrats, Lindsay.
Please welcome back Ms. Buchanan to the stage to present an award on Mr. Ewing's behalf.
Good evening again. It's my privilege to be here for Frank Ewing this evening. Mr. Ewing's 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Jenna Needham. Jenna embodies everything that a great student should be. She comes into class with a positive attitude every day. She actively participates in discussions and volunteers to answer every question every day. She excels in every assignment, every assessment, and it has resulted with her being the top grade in class every marking period thus far. Congratulations, Jenna.
Our next presenter will be Miss Farrell.
With a student like Liz Ellis in the classroom, there is never a dull moment. Liz's energy and passion can spread throughout just about instantly. Liz has also overcome a lot of hurdles during her junior year, and there isn't anyone I could be more proud of for their growth from September until now. Liz, I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
Our next presenter will be Miss Fisher.
My People's Choice Award goes to Olivia Valenta. Olivia is an amazing student and person. She forges ahead each day and always makes the best of each opportunity that presents itself. Olivia gives 100% to her schoolwork, job, dance, and friendships. Congratulations, Olivia.
Our next presenter will be Miss Finan.
My People's Choice Award this year goes to Erin St. John. Erin is one of the most positive and kindest students I have ever had the pleasure to teach. Erin's commitment to learning, to her sports, and most importantly to making Cherokee a better place is something to be admired. She is never complacent, always striving to be and to do better. Her kindness and compassion is a quality that the world could use more of, and I am proud to have known her for these 3 years. Congrats, Erin.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Hovemeyer.
Good evening. My People's Choice Award nominee this year is Isabella Moore. Bella is by far one of the most friendly students that I have ever had. She's always stopping by the classroom to just say hello or to borrow another book. Her happiness is contagious and she brightens the day of anyone she comes into contact with, a quality that has been mentioned by other people who have been around when she stops by. Bella is kind, humorous, energetic, and a valuable addition to the school soccer team, all of which makes her a fantastic student and a member of the school community. These are all the reasons to support her being my People's Choice nomination for 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, Bella Moore.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Johnson.
Buenas noches. My nomination for this year's People's Choice Award goes to Jake Zabriskie. Jake, I had to practice that name all afternoon, just so you know. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Jake in 2020, BC. That would be before COVID. And I want to share with you the amazing character that defines this special young man. It has been a pleasure watching Jake grow and mature into a hardworking, respectful teenager whose own being exudes loving life, having a positive attitude, self-confidence, honesty, and sincerity. These adjectives only begin to describe Jake, one of the most kind-hearted chiefs I have ever known, and I've been here longer than anybody. Jake, you have so much to offer this world. Keep striving to be the best version of yourself, and always fill your heart with unconditional love for those close to you. Felicitaciones.
Our next presenter will be Miss Martinson.
My People's Choice Award goes to Michaela Diller. I had Michaela as a sophomore in my English class during one of the most difficult years in recent memory, last year. But Michaela made it fun. She always came into class with a smile, ready to laugh and keep the momentum going. Her positive energy was infectious, and it made so many students open up in a year where that sometimes felt impossible. Even though I no longer have Michaela as a student, she always makes sure to come visit me, and it is always the highlight of my day. I see nothing but bright things in Michaela's future, and whatever you end up doing, I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Morgan.
My People's Choice nominee this year is Makai Crawford. Makai is caring, considerate, thoughtful, sincere, and would always apply himself when learning Spanish or learning about other cultures in our classroom. Whenever he passes me in the hall, he's sure to go out of his way and say, "Hola, Señora Morgan," with a smile, or he pops his head into my room every once in a while just to say hi, which always brightens my day. He is a person of integrity, character, self-respect, and is the epitome of an upstander. He is respectful to other students and at the same time a pleasure to have had in the classroom. He would share his perspective even if it meant sharing deep truths and putting himself out there in front of his peers. I am so proud y es un honor reconocer a Makai y darle este honor. Felicidades, Makai.
Our next presenter will be Miss Salandra.
My People's Choice this year goes to Sally Lynn. Sally is an amazing, dedicated student. Apart from being an outstanding student with great work to show for it, she is also an amazing human being. In the time I have had the pleasure of having Sally in my class, she has shown tremendous compassion, empathy, and care for those around her. She walks in with a smile every day, paired with an enthusiastic and sweet hello. She shows nothing but respect for her other classmates, making sure everyone feels involved, seen, and heard. A great student like Sally is more than worthy of this recognition.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Stanley.
Hey, folks. My 2022 People's Choice Award is for Arabella Smith. Sorry, Bella, I lied. It was me. Okay. Although she claims she's not good at science. I mean, that's what she said the first time she saw me. She wasn't good at science. She has proven herself glaringly wrong. She is one of the hardest workers I've come across in my teaching history. She does everything she can above and beyond to do is, to succeed in the class, and she has, and she's really got, you really got to rethink this about your feelings by yourself. Her true disposition, she's cheery, she's friendly, she brightens my day every day. This is the type of student that, a teacher dreams of, and it's been my pleasure, and I'm very proud to be your teacher. Great.
Our next presenter will be Miss Strobel.
Anthony's attitude and optimism should be an inspiration to everyone. He was diagnosed with cancer right before winter break and began aggressive chemotherapy. Every time I have gone to his home to instruct him, I have been met with a smile regardless of how tired he was at the time. He is prepared to work during each session, and it is important to him that he retain as much normalcy and academic rigor as his peers physically in his class. He never complains and doesn't dwell on his situation. He simply says, "It is what it is." Anthony Agban.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Deanan Wood.
Close, Deneen.
Hardworking, respectful, conscientious, kind, and humble are just a few words that describe my People's Choice recipient, Mark Longfellow. When I first met Mark 2 years ago, he was a scattered, unfocused freshman, as many freshmen are. But in just a few short years, Mark has grown and matured into a determined and diligent young adult. I am proud of all that he has achieved, and I'm excited for the future that Mark will create. Mark Longfellow.
Thank you, Ms. Wood.
Our next presenter will be Miss Sarah Wood.
My People's Choice nominee is Melina Siegel. Melina is a bright spot in my day. She always has a story to tell or a funny anecdote that puts a smile on my face. She is kind and caring and looks out for others. She's the glue in my classroom that has brought all the students together. She's a joy to have in class, and I'm so thankful to have her as a student.
For 10th grade, our first presenter will be Miss Gazelle.
The student athlete that I selected has shown a tremendous amount of growth since I first met her. Her quiet composure has impressed me both in the classroom and on the field. This year, I was able to watch her break out of her comfort zone and rise to the occasion when those around her were counting on her. I look forward to watching her grow into a selfless and confident leader as an upperclassman the next 2 years. My 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Katherine Hatch. Congrats, Kat.
Our next presenter will be Miss Herbert.
My People's Choice Award goes to Adriana Barnes. Adriana embodies the true spirit of what it means to be a Cherokee chief. Her enthusiasm for activities like track, basketball, and TV broadcasting is inspiring. Adriana is a diligent student and always has a welcoming smile that can light up the room. I'm so proud of all of Adriana's accomplishments so far, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for her. Adriana Barnes.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Melagrana.
My People's Choice Award goes to Bryson Lyons. This is my second year having Bryson in class. Last year was difficult as we were both virtual. Bryson last year, B, bewildered, confused. R, risky, uncertain. Y, yellow-bellied, not much courage. S, sad and sleepy. O, obscure, not very clear. And N, non-productive. But Bryson this year, B, bracing, fresh and invigorating. R, reliable and resilient. Y, yabba dabba doo. S, special and selfless. O, outstanding, and N, neighborly. Bryson is consistently helping others to become their best. How blessed I have been to have you as a student, Bryson.
Please welcome back Miss Borsellini to the stage to present an award on Miss Miller's behalf.
On behalf of Miss Miller, it is my pleasure to present Allie Milloway with this 2022 People's Choice Award. Sunshine, that's what I think of when I think of Allie Milloway. She radiates this energy that is full of life and kindness. She is welcoming to all of the other students in class and works with others seamlessly. Allie's spirit and cheerfulness is contagious, something we all need after the last 2 years. Allie has been the bright spot coming out of a dark few years. Keep shining, Al.
Our next presenter will be Mr. New.
Good evening. My People's Choice nominee is Jordan Henriquez. Jordan always has a positive attitude, and he will engage anyone in conversation. He embodies the true qualities of being a leader at Cherokee High School at what it means to be a chief. He always does the right thing when no one's looking. Jordan, the future is extremely bright for you. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
To begin our 9th grade presenters, the next presenter is Mr. Coyle.
The art department here at Cherokee is unique in that I get to spend multiple years with each student who chooses to become a four-year participant. When working with the younger students, I always look for promising young artists to build the next generation of our program around. They should be talented, obviously, but I also look for students who are responsible, empathetic, and who have a desire to always improve themselves. There are a few students who may have met these requirements, but there has always been one who has stood out amongst the rest in the forefront of my mind. Maya Crate is this foundational piece that I look to build around and is my 2022 People's Choice Award. Congrats, Maya.
Our next presenter will be Mr. Glatz.
My People's Choice Award goes to Cole Shands. Yeah, give it up. Let's go. I've had the pleasure of teaching Cole in honors geometry and coaching him in football, and I've actually watched him grow up the last 5 years. He's an outstanding young man who works hard. He's an excellent teammate and an excellent classmate as well, which is a tribute to his family unit. I certainly look forward to coaching him over the next 3 years. Cole Shands.
Our next presenter is Miss Herpin.
My 2022 People's Choice Award goes to Achilles Pulvarati. Achilles is an eager learner and is always trying to better himself. He strives to improve his skill level, ability to learn, and encourage those around him to do the same. Achilles is kind, honest, patient, persistent, and possesses a stealthy sense of humor. He is only just beginning his journey of lifelong learning, and I hope he continues to spark interest in learning for those that are around him as well.
Our next presenter will be Miss Lynch.
My People's Choice nominee was the first student I met in my Class 5 during freshman orientation this year. Although she has been admirable from the start, it has been a pleasure to watch Kamaya Hickson continue to grow, mature, and build confidence in her academic and athletic abilities this year. Kamaya is a hard worker, and she's the first student to laugh at my corny jokes in our English class. In a time where life has been made difficult due to the pandemic, Kamaya's personable attitude constantly makes my day brighter. Congratulations, Kamaya.
Our next presenter will be Mr. McGee.
Sorry you missed your baseball game, Josh. Josh Lowry is a friendly spirit who quickly adjusted to Cherokee high school life. Go Sixers. Josh, as a freshman, is a role model for all other students. Go Phillies. He is accountable for his work and respectful to all staff and students. Go Eagles. He is proud and a shining example of the junior ROTC program. Go Flyers. Thank you.
Thank you to all of our staff members who presented tonight. Let's show our appreciation for our 2022 People's Choice Award recipients.
Renaissance advisor Ms. Lynch will now conclude the evening with closing remarks.
I just ran back so quickly from my picture, so sorry if I'm out of breath. Thank you, Caitlin and Sarah. You guys did an amazing job tonight. And let's just give one more round of applause for our People's Choice nominees. People's Choice has always been one of my favorite nights of the school year. When I was a student at Lenape, I remember volunteering for our Renaissance at People's Choice each year and listening in awe to the amazing stories that staff members shared about the students that they nominated. Fast forward to now, and I continue to be amazed by the incredible students we have here in our district, specifically here at Cherokee. Mandy Hale once said, "Be good to people. You will be remembered more for your kindness than any level of success you could possibly attain." It is clear that long past tonight's ceremony, our Cherokee People's Choice nominees will be remembered for their dedication to truly just being good people. Thank you again to the staff members, parents and guardians, other family members, and friends who came out tonight to celebrate our People's Choice recipients. Additionally, I want to thank my Renaissance co-advisors, Lisa Buchanan and Gabby Hazlitt, as well as the Cherokee administration for helping to put this evening together. Thank you for coming out and have a great night.